Hey, what's up, folks? Thanks for watching another show of the Rich Buddy Live Show. I got hit up by Bud today to do a show, so let's check it out, man. Let's look at some watches.
Good evening, guys. Hey, McLovin. Hey, Rich. How you doing?
Well, we got the McLovin on. I just watched that movie not that long ago. What's the name of that movie?
Yeah. Oh my God.
What was the name of that movie? I just fucking watched it like 3 weeks ago.
Superbad, wasn't it?
Superbad? That's what it is, right?
I think it's Superbad.
Man,
yeah.
I'm not even sure even after you said it. I wouldn't have caught that. I think that's right, though.
I think that's it. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, he's my favorite character in that flick, man. That's
hard to believe that that's like, what, 12 years old, 10 years old, something like that?
At least, man. Yeah.
Yeah, at least.
Don't make yourself out to be younger than you are.
Right. Just seems like that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
so when you put things into perspective, time flies.
Yes, time flies. It really does.
Well, yeah, like the last time I was looking at, like in January. No, was it January? Yeah, January. We were looking at Daytonas, and we were just like, wow, they're 25,000. Wow, and then a month later, we're looking at them, and they're like 45. Just a month later.
Things have really changed, that's for sure. Yeah, there had to be. In other words, everything just was going so sky high it had to stop. So
yeah.
At that point, nobody could afford them. So it's a good thing there was a bit of a correction there.
Well, you know what? I think it's everybody being cautious.
Right.
Cautiously. To be honest, it's they're being cautiously pessimistic,
right?
And I think that's the attitude you have to have right now when it comes to financial markets and everything else, all asset markets. That you got to be financially that you got to be. What did I say? Something pessimistic, whatever.
Yeah, cautiously pessimistic.
Yeah, cautious. There you go. I think that's good, as opposed to the other way around. So people are being more prudent, and I think they're probably spending less money.
Yes, well, the ADs are not having a problem selling them, but it's just so if I was one of the guys who bought a day date, at 80 or 90 grand, I wouldn't be sweating too bad. But how do you think them guys with the Richard Milles and, the high end APs and stuff feel right now? They must be sweating. If they just bought them for strictly, if they bought them for strictly money back purposes, so them guys got to be hurting pretty bad right now.
I mean, I was having a conversation with my old man about the watches and what he thought. That's not a Snoopy, is it?
Yeah.
No way. Where'd you get that?
I actually sent you a text the other day when I got it. So I just got it. So the bracelet is pretty stiff. So if you go back, you and I and Barry was talking, and I showed it to you guys. So
I missed that.
A couple days old. And let me tell you, this thing is, so that's what I mean. The guys who paid $400,000 for a Richard Mille, and this thing has friggin' Snoopy going around the moon, and it's just it's incredible.
So you see, yeah, definitely. They just gave that to you because of your book of business there, right?
Yeah, you see Mickey going around there right now.
They had to give that to you after what you blew at their store, right?
Yeah, I bought the Cannabis Gold, and that was a very a big purchase there, and
Yeah.
stuff. So, um, but uh, but yeah, it's.
Now you
I
didn't
mean,
get that from
it's
my you didn't get that from my AD, right? That's not my watch, is it?
no, no, no. I'm sure your guy.
What do you guys think, man? Is he telling the truth?
If you remember, your guy that time you put me in touch with him, what he offered me was the meteorite
Yeah,
Speedmaster if I bought something with him that day. So,
right.
but yeah, I mean, now that I see this and now that I have had my hands on it, I understand what the hype was about.
So it's
It's
worth the money. It's worth whatever.
oh my
It's
god,
worth,
it's for 10 grand. Are you kidding me? It's
man.
and
Woo!
really, I think they're going for 30 grand on the market or something, but they are worth that as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a crazy watch. It really is. And I'm not a big Omega person, but this watch has got to be the best, you know. And I'm trying to figure out what the best bracelet. You can put the bracelets on these, so I'm trying to figure out which bracelet I can put on it.
Oh man, dude, I already okay. Well, I have my
I know
custom
you.
straps,
Yeah, I know you got your custom strap.
which are
So
right here. But you know what? I am going to. Do I have a picture of them up here in the overlay? I don't think so. But I want to get the steel bracelet and put it on there. It looks really nice with it.
yeah, the steel. From what I hear, the special edition Moonwatch, that one that I got. From what I hear, that bracelet fits on it. And hey, Herman. And
Oh,
so yeah,
your gold one?
no, no, just the special edition, with the foot on it. You know which one I'm talking about with the
Oh
with the
yeah,
moon,
okay,
the moon
okay,
landing one.
yeah.
So I
So
heard that one fits on it pretty good. I heard um the Hesselite fits on it. So yeah, there's a couple of different ones that fit on it.
yeah,
So and I mean this strap is really not great. It's very very stiff. Um, and I get it. It would curve over time, but right now it's going to take a while for it to.
yeah. Too bad they don't have that on a deploying buckle.
Yes, to fully unbuckle. I mean, why didn't this one have? They've got so many watches with bracelet versions and strap versions. Why
Yeah.
did this not? For 10 grand, I guess you're paying for the movement inside and the Mickey and the not Mickey, the Snoopy and the
I don't.
moon and all that.
Omega's notorious for never giving you the bracelet, man. That's just there's no other
Yeah,
explanation. Um.
but I'll tell you what else this comes with is the pillow that this comes in is actually a loop. So
Oh right.
it's a hard round pillow and it's a loop so that you can actually see all this up close. And that is really neat as well. And so um and again another really nice box. So it's big strap in box.
Yeah, the box is supposed to replicate the.
The box has the Snoopy on the front of it. It's blue, so
They carried some kind of a breathing box that looked like that. I think some kind of a breathing apparatus. I think
right,
when they were during launch, and I
right.
think it looked like that Snoopy box that they right there. Pretty
Yeah,
sure that's what it
yeah.
was. But man,
But
that's so I mean, well, that's really good example for everybody here watching to see that. I mean, that's the differences. I mean, VIP. I mean, there's different levels of VIP. So to make it clear and to really kind of distinguish the levels that we're looking at here, you know, I I was able at my VIP status, I was able to order that Omega Snoopy watch after the release October of 2020, I think. After everybody, and I ordered it weeks after the hype, so everybody already went and put their names on it and stuff. And I ordered it last minute of the hype, but I got on that with my VIP status. And the reason I got my status at Omega was because they saw me flaunting that $38,000 constellation on my wrist, and he put me on the VIP list when he saw that when I went into the store, right?
Right.
So he put me at a VIP level above, the average citizen walking in the store.
Right.
This guy walks in the store with with no watch on, or he has a Seiko on or a Timex, versus Rich Buddy walks in and he's never bought anything, but he's wearing a $40,000 Omega. So let me make note of that.
Right.
Right. So I
They,
got in ahead of the regular punter that has nothing. Right.
right.
And then there's the next level. And I've been waiting a year and a half, mind you. This October will be 2 years paid in full on that Snoopy. So, and then there's the next, and then there's the next level. I don't know if there's a level between you and me, but you're definitely at the top tier level, where because of your engagement with your AD recently,
Right.
they just handed you the damn thing, dude. But that's understandable. See, somebody like me can't bitch and complain because you put the work in. I put the
Right.
work in, but you put the work in differently.
All right.
Money's work too,
Right.
man. You
Right.
work for that money, so work you put into different kind of work. And to me, it seems like they accept both kinds of work,
Right.
but the that's the
It
work
comes
that
quicker one way. Yeah. Yep.
that's what matters.
Yep.
And then I'm the next one. But I and that's the next one where I paid and they've got my money, but I don't got the watch.
Right.
But you keep spend you keep you yeah, you make them happy. I just make them smile.
Well, yeah, and they want to know that if they've got something that they need to get rid of, they want to know they can call you and you'll buy it. So
They'll
that's what
know the
I
good stuff.
find.
The good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and so yeah, because they do get people that they'll call with this stuff, and it's just a bad time or whatever, and it's 10 grand, and they just say no.
Yeah.
And towards where whatever I got to do, I make sure I don't say no. So
I'm always wearing the Hulk, man, a lot of times.
the Hulk, yeah, the Hulks are great, especially if you're going into a Rolex store.
And
So
so Omega, man, you become quite the Omega fan, isn't that true?
yeah. I mean, when you first get one, you're like, okay, this is nice, this is quality, and then you get another one, and then you start to get used to them, and then the fanboy of Rolex and you kind of goes away because you start to think that it's not the only watch in the world. So, and look at what these are coming out with. So
Oh,
the 321. I mean, what I do think they need to do is they need to they need something else besides this, because they can only make so many variations of it. But and then I think they just kind of done a. I don't know if the Swatch Moon or the Moon Swatch was a good idea or not. I don't know if that was.
that has a nil effect on the luxury watch.
Yeah, I mean, it did. It did bring some hype to the watch. You know what I mean? They had people, but everybody wants one at $250. But how many people's going to pay 10,000 or
I mean, not
6,000?
necessarily. I mean, why would you want one of those? You're not going to wear it.
No, I mean the guys that ain't gonna buy these watches. They all want a Moon Swatch, but those are guys that you're talking about won't even pay for a Hesselite Moon watch. So they're not paying 5 grand. They want to pay 200. That's it.
I
So
guess so. If you're talking entry level quartz,
right,
um,
right,
and you want to feel good about it, I guess I mean, why wouldn't you get the Omega?
yeah,
I look, I might get a G Shock instead. The G Shock might be better, bro.
right. Yeah, honestly, that's true. And like you said, why is there not a deployment on this thing?
You know why
It's
I like the deployant though? Because it
yeah,
literally preserves the strap.
right,
Because like if I, you know what I mean, right? It
right,
doesn't put any of the creases in it. It's
right.
it's in a perma shape, and it's
Hmm.
kind of like a handcuff.
Right, and
And
it
it
makes
literally
it
goes
perfect,
around your wrist like a handcuff,
perfectly rounded. Yep.
perfectly rounded to your wrist. It gets molded to your wrist,
Yep.
like kind of custom, and then
Hmm.
it never gets bent. And so that yellow strap on my blues, he's going to last forever.
Right.
Whereas the one on my 1016 that I had
Right.
custom made, it's already showing the creases and where I bend it and where I put
Is it?
the buckle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Because
know,
you got the buckle.
right? But the reason why I have the tang on that one is because it also gives it that vintage look and vibe. It kind of belongs with that watch.
Right. Right.
But when you wear, you see, you see,
Right. It's already got it. Yeah.
and I've hardly worn it really, to be honest. But how it does that, and it makes the little creases in there.
Yeah.
Um, but it doesn't make them like it does on a cheap band. On a cheap
Right.
band, the cardboard inside breaks and it's all flimsy and broken. I mean, this is
Right.
high quality, so I'm assuming it isn't going to do that like like
No, that'll
like
last. That'll
Everest
last a long time.
like
Yeah.
like an Everest strap does. The Everest straps, the cardboard breaks inside and it becomes completely separated inside, and you can feel it. But
Hey, Sean, Mac. Hey, Jeb. How's it going,
you know what?
guys?
I gotta send Aaron pictures of it. He wanted me to send him pictures of this watch. I'm like, you're the one who made it, but he wanted pictures of it. I guess.
I'll tell you what. Looking at this though, and looking at your strap, your Snoopy strap, knowing what it looks like,
Yeah, it's
that's
gonna be
gonna look
crazy,
really.
huh?
That's gonna look really good on there. Yeah.
Yeah. The blue on the inside is the same. Look at see the blue on the inside. Oh,
Uh huh.
darker, actually darker. But I got the leather on alligator on the inside, and yeah, it's gonna look crazy on that thing,
Yep.
man.
Colors the same face, the same as the dial.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's good. That's gonna look really nice.
that's gonna look crazy.
It's gonna be a
Now
little
again,
bit too
no
long.
no Tang buckle, unfortunately.
Right,
No, but
but quality, so it'll hold up.
it isn't something I'll probably wear too often.
Right,
That'll definitely be an occasion watch with that
right.
strap on it. When we
Dang,
go to
yeah.
Knott's Berry Farm is Snoopy Town. I got a
Right.
good excuse to wear it there.
Well, and I kind of feel like this is a watch that I will wear less than the Canopus Gold. You know, um,
Yeah, when I
it's
was
a,
telling my pops about these and how much some of them have gone up, he's like, "Why are you even wearing them?" That's what he said. Why are you even
yeah,
wearing them?
the old school thought process. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's. I mean, it's already worth almost as much as the Canopus Gold. So it's kind of hard to wear it when it's. Plus, this just has more to lose on it. If you break this, this is going to be more of a problem. But I'll tell you what, when I look at the Cannabis Gold and it's black, it's got a black dial, and this is all clear, and here it's about the same color dial.
Uh huh.
Why don't they put something like this on the gold? Why don't they have a heavy hitter with some kind of bright blue? Look at that bright. I mean, can you see that blue? I don't know if it shows up on camera good, but
Uh-huh.
the blue on that bezel is amazing.
Yeah, I bet
And
it is.
and the sub dials, I mean, the camera don't do it justice. So
Does the blue match the subdials and the
yes,
bezel? And
yes,
and do
yeah,
those blues match the strap color? Or
yeah, they all match beautiful. I mean, the strap's a little bit different because it's different material, but look at the sub dials and the blue
yeah, wow.
on the bezel. I mean, they're perfect.
And the Snoopy's made out of silver too.
And the Snoopy's made out of silver.
He's
The
he's
the
he's one with the dial.
the hands are the same color. I mean, it's really It's something else. It really is.
Wow, nice. That's really great that you're impressed by that watch, and I'm getting one.
I'm super. You're gonna be over the moon for it because it's. I'm super impressed by it. I really am. And when I got the lube, when I got the load out and I looked at that and then I watched it go around, I was just blown away. So it's a watch that you definitely keep that load out all the time, and that way you can look at it. And I haven't even took. There's a piece of plastic on here, and I'm one of them guys. I'll probably let that plastic fall off, but it's just it's going to be that much clearer once that plastic falls off. And
What's up, guys?
uh,
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I can't believe you got that. That's crazy. Congratulations.
thank you very much. Yeah,
I'm glad you got that. Right.
this is
Nice.
probably one of
Nice,
the
man.
coolest.
Man, you know what? At least I know they're being handed out and they actually exist.
Yeah, I did hear that this year is going. I mean, at the end of this year, they should have all the ones that they made out, and that's going to be it. So I'm not really sure how true that is, but
What do you mean? All the ones that have been produced are going to be distributed?
they're going to be distributed, and then that's going to be it. It's not a limited edition, but it's going to be a short run.
So basically, what you're saying is you're telling me, Rich, you better hope you get it this year because if you don't, you're waiting.
Well, call them up and say it's been a year. How long am I going to have to wait? I got friends getting them now, and what's the situation?
You know
So
what? I'm probably better off not calling.
yeah,
I don't need to get myself upset and then get my deposit back.
right,
I'm
right,
just waiting. When it comes, it comes.
yeah. Well, and that's the last thing you can ever do is get your deposit back too. So I mean that's
Man, that's 10-5, right?
huh?
Paid up. That's 10-5. I paid up, right? It was 10-5?
Depending on your tax, you probably paid 10.5. Yeah, I think this was like 10.2 where I'm at, but and then shipping, but yeah, it's it's well where it's probably the first watch that I've paid 10 grand for since I bought like a Hulk or something like that.
Yeah.
That's totally worth it. So
Right. Right. Yeah.
um,
So now you've picked up a lot from Omega as of late, without a doubt.
but the deal is that Omega is also owned by my other AD, so the history is there regardless.
What
But
now have they tried to get you on the list for the Ed White, or to get you the Ed White, or they
mhm.
haven't mentioned it, or have you mentioned it?
No, I asked about the Ed White and I asked about the new green Seamaster. And I did also ask about the green and gold, because I do think at some point these are going to hit the Rolex atmosphere.
What do you mean?
I just think they're going to become a more exclusive. Like I had another AD that didn't know me. I asked her about the green and gold Speedmaster,
Uh huh.
and the salesman come up. This was another guy that I just was passing through town, and he said, "Yeah, if you put a deposit, we can definitely. We can't guarantee you when, but we can put you down." And he was getting ready to take my deposit. And the manager come out and said, "Oh no, you didn't get the email on that." She said, "No." She said, "We're not taking deposits on that. We might see one this year, and that's going to somebody very special." And she said, "Then we don't know when we're getting another one." So I think at some point that's what they're going for, is to push themselves into that Rolex
Well, like
world. Well,
those high end watches that Omega makes, from my understanding, they'll send one to each boutique
right.
because
That's
it's like, hey, don't ask for more than one. Can you sell it? Show us you can sell it first, then we'll send you another one. I think
right,
that's kind of how it is, man. It isn't like,
right,
you know what I mean? Um,
right.
it ain't like a platinum Daytona but the Snoopy is, right? You know, the Snoopy's already got that status, bud.
Yeah, the Snoopy's already hitting that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Don't think
it's
because
already
you got
gone.
it so easy, bro. You got it because of that, how I explained it. Because of
Right,
your VIP, you're just
right.
a VIP, bro. I mean, there's no other, no rhyme but a reason about it. Um, I mean,
Yeah,
here
it's
I
not
am, Southern California, and I paid that sucker a year and a half ago, and I'm not looking at it yet. So,
right,
or
which is terrible.
maybe because they got my money already, they figure let's give it to people who don't. We don't have their money right now, and
Right.
let this sucker sit here paid in full, and we'll give it to people like Bud who will give us fresh money today, and we already got Rich Buddy's money. I don't know,
Right.
dude. You never know. It could be.
It's hard. I've thought about it both ways, and I could see it going either way,
It
depending
could
on
be
the
either
manager.
way.
Yeah.
They could be. It could be a bad thing they're doing to me, as opposed to. But regardless, either way, I'm getting the watch. I hope.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to pay. You got it paid for. So I mean, that's the other thing. I'd rather have it paid for than not have a chance to pay for it. You
Right,
know. So
which makes
I.
me wonder about like the Aquanaut.
Right.
I mean, 3,700 wasn't enough of a deposit.
Is that what you gave on it?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
Yeah. So
It
I'd
wasn't
I'd
enough.
rather I'd rather have that deposit on there than not have any money on it, because then I feel like, at least they gotta feel like they're either gonna be out 3,700 3 years later, because that money's gone, they've spent it. So are they just gonna hand out 3,700, or are they just gonna get you the watch? You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
so I'd rather put money down and order stuff if I can, but
I mean, like, what if
lately,
I paid 50% on it, or what if I paid it in full? I mean, would they have?
yeah,
I just don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
Would I still be waiting for it, like I'm waiting at Omega with a?
I think maybe if you'd have paid 50%, that might have put you a little bit better position. But either way, I've only ever put 10% down on watches. So,
Yeah,
um, I've never put that much money down on them. And that was when I was allowed to. That was the last time I was allowed
you're right. They
to
usually
come.
don't let you put the money down
Yeah,
on
they
watch
usually don't let you. So it's
because they know it's a hot market.
right.
When
They
things
can
get
get
soft, they'll take your
right,
deposit, right?
right, right. Exactly. So
Because they don't
and
want to
it
be
and
stuck
it
with the watch.
and the market is going down a little bit, so I think they're looking to take whatever they can get. So I think they're looking to sell. This is the time when I think guys like me, for them, they're hoping that I'll come through when the market is going down, and they're going to have an extra watch here or there. They're hoping that you're going to buy it off them.
Yeah, yeah, and when look at it this way too, when the watches, if when you do see the watch prices come down in value, it's not because retail customers like you and I and the people watching are selling our watches lower and lower. We're not selling our watches. We're either holding them or buying more. So
Right,
we all know that. So take that as the premise
right,
that that none of the people who wear watches are selling them for any cheaper. We're holding them. So what does that mean? When you see watch prices go down in the future, it's literally because the dealers are the secondary market dealers are selling them cheaper and then selling them cheaper and then selling them cheaper. So don't think it's like a mad rush that everybody who owns a watch is going and selling them. Man, not a single one of us is selling a watch.
right,
It's the secondary market dealers who don't have as much as a demand, and now they got to bring their price lower and lower and lower
right,
and lower to meet that demand. But it has nothing to do with us selling watches because we're desperate. So don't let any watch the dealers tell you, well, the markets are crashing and everybody's panicking and selling their watches, so you should be panicking too. And don't it isn't because of that, because
now,
we wouldn't have bought those watches if we couldn't afford them through a recession
right,
anyway. We're not
right,
stupid.
right.
The type of people who own these watches, we didn't get to afford these watches because we're idiots.
Right,
you know?
right, and you're not gonna panic sell them. So
I mean, we bought them to wear them. We didn't buy them to
right,
flip them.
right. So, and I did notice there has been a little bit like the root beer that had went so absurdly to double the price, which was like 30 grand. That's back down to like 24, 25. So there has been a little bit of correction in some. It just depends on what you're talking about, you know. Like you said, the Daytona has corrected a little bit, but that's dealer to dealer sales in my opinion. So it's not guys who get a guy who gets a Daytona or a Daytona Oyster Flex is not gonna turn
Who would
around and
sell
sell.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, right,
who would sell that right now? You know,
right. That would be stupid to sell that.
I mean, yeah, yeah, I know who would sell that, right?
So it's but yeah, I'm glad to get a hold of it, and I will keep. I'll probably keep buying on my guy. I like them.
We'll try to look at some watches a little bit. Man, I'm telling you, I'm just the amount I just clicked right now to get to these pages. I really already can't click it.
See that green Patek right there?
Yeah,
I passed on that in blue, and I wished I wouldn't have now.
in the blue. You passed on that, yeah.
The
Wow, look
world
how much they
timer
want for
there.
that green one. Are they crazy? Why is that so much? Is it you probably know about this watch more than I do because it's the green dial. Is this like a limited production or something? 220 grand?
You got me on mute. I can't hear you. Did I hit a
Oh,
button?
am I on mute? I don't think I'm on mute. I can hear you.
If you're talking to me, I can't hear you.
What about, can you guys hear him? I can hear Bud. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I don't know. Did you hit a button on accident?
I don't think so. Can you hear me now? That's weird. I didn't hit anything. Let me exit.
Can you guys hear me okay? Can't hear both of you. Okay. That's no good.
What about now? Can you hear me now? Oh, look, my thing's working because see, it's vibrating in the picture. Oh, he can't hear me.
Oh, you can hear both of us. Okay. All right. I read that wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine's
Me and
working.
Richie can't hear each other.
I can hear Bud. I can.
You can hear Bob. Hear both of you fine. Hmm. All right. Let me go back out and come back in then real quick, Rich, just like you did. You now, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what happened there, but
Okay, cool. I just have to exit and go out and in
yeah.
sometimes. No big deal.
Th-
Cool.
Thanks, guys, for the help.
Oh, so yeah, yesterday was kind of cool, man. I actually went to a. I took my oldest son to Anaheim Ducks game, and we saw one of the star players. What's his name? Ryan Getzlaff. He's
Oh
like
yeah.
he's like he's like one of the current star players, you know.
All right. He gets laughs.
He so it was his last game last night. So
Oh yeah.
we got to see him farewell and everybody say bye to him and little speech and despite the fact that they lost last night's game, but it was a lot of fun. Man, it was sold out, a packed house. So it was kind of fun, you know.
Who's
Everybody,
this? The duck? Is it the Ducks out there?
yeah,
Anaheim. So
the
yeah.
Anaheim Mighty Ducks, the Disney Ducks, you know.
So you bought a jersey? I see.
Yeah, I bought this before I went so that I
Oh, did you?
had something to
That's good.
sport, had something to sport before I go, you know.
Yeah, I always like the Ducks because of the movie.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was that I mean that team. Yeah, they made that team just
You know,
making that movie.
You know what was really cool is that I bought those tickets months ago, and I just looked to see what teams are really good. I want to see them play a good team, one that they might not beat, which they didn't.
Hmm.
So I said, okay, let's see them play the St. Louis Blues, right?
Right.
And yeah, it was a good game. I mean, the Blues kind of kicked their ass, but I had no idea that this was Ryan's last game, and it was the farewell game to him and all that. I had no idea. So it was just by luck that it was that I picked that game. So it's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
that was good.
And we had good seats, man. I didn't. We had some good seats. We were all the way up by the glass, so we had a good time.
Justin said he played his whole entire career with the Ducks. 19 years. That's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he did.
that's.
He did. He never played with any other team,
Yeah, you
and
don't see that from any player on any team anywhere
and
anymore.
yeah, and he's got all kinds of records and everything. You know, I don't know what they all are, but they kept shouting them out the whole time. I don't know why they didn't play him the whole damn game, man. You know, I mean, when they brought him in, he assisted, he scored, and uh, and then the St. Louis man, they 6 unanswered goals. Like, what the hell, dude? It was
Wow.
2-0 Ducks, 2-0, and then it went to 6-2. 6 unanswered goals. You know,
Whenever I go see a hockey game, it's like 1-0. But anybody else that I know goes, they get to see 8 scores. It's
yeah.
ridiculous. So hockey, I think for Americans, it's like soccer. I think it's one of them sports that there's not a lot of scoring. So, and we're spoiled. We like to see the scores. So I think
Well,
that's why it's not quite as
you know what? There's a lot
popular.
of action in it though when you're there
Yes, it's
because
yes,
it's constantly on the ice. They don't
yeah.
stop to play. You know.
Yeah, I was talking to a Bruins fan tonight, and I said I just can't get it. And I said when I see it in person, I like it, but I said on TV I can't watch it. But I can't watch baseball on TV either,
Mhm.
so it's just too boring. I like football and
Yeah.
stuff where they score, you know. So,
Yeah,
but
I think that hockey is kind of more fun than some of the other sports in person. Just
and
because
it's more reasonable too.
you got to be on the edge of your seat, and yeah, you're on the edge of your seat, and you're just watching the puck. It's just so fast.
Yeah,
I guess you got to be into it. But you're right. Sitting at home and watching that stuff is a lot harder.
yeah. But I watched the boxing match over the weekend on Saturday, so that was
Who was
my
that?
Tyson Fury versus Dillian White.
Oh, okay.
So that was actually over in England. So it actually started at 3 o'clock, or it started at 5 o'clock Eastern time, but it was over by like 7:30 Eastern time. So it was a different times, different, in
Uh-huh.
England, and
How was
it was
that?
in it was in Wembley Stadium. It was amazing. There was 95,000 fans, so it was like a football game or a soccer game. And I've never seen one boxer get such a entrance in my life. He had like a 10-minute entrance, 3 songs.
Where's he from? This Tyson Fury?
He's from England, so
Middleweight?
That was his homecoming. He's been over here fighting Deontay Wilder for 3 fights in a row in Vegas, and so this was the first time he fought back in England in like 4 or 5 years. So
Are these like middleweights?
heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
So he's the top heavyweight in the world. That's it. He's the lineal champ, and so he's retired, but he just retired too. So
Man, I mean, I haven't really been following boxing lately.
no,
I don't even really know what's going on with the boxing. I haven't seen it.
boxing's dead in America, other than Tyson Fury and some of these YouTube stars. But
What did
otherwise,
boxing kind
uh,
of died with Lennox Lewis?
kind of around that time is when some of the big, which Lennox Lewis was an English boxer too. So
American English, though, right? Wasn't he? Or
um,
no?
he was Canadian English.
Was
He was
he?
born in Canada.
He was repping. He was repping the UK when he was boxing. He not
He was
US.
he was repping Canada, and then he went over to British. But no, he never he fought Vander Holyfield, which was USA here. But right around that time is when like the big um, rivalries and stuff died for the heavyweights.
So
Since then,
I saw Lennox Lewis's very last fight when he
did you?
won against Klitschko. Yeah, that was at the
Yeah,
Staples Center here,
yeah,
and he fought against Klitschko, the guy who's the mayor of Kiev in Ukraine, who's
right,
fighting right now. That
right.
dude's fighting right now, dude. It's his country, for his country.
Oh yeah, him and his
He's the
brothers
mayor.
actually.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the mayor of
he's
Kiev.
fighting. Yeah.
I saw that guy fight. He's a brain surgeon. Both him and his brother, they're both brain surgeons.
Is that right? Okay.
And the one that I saw fight Lennox Lewis, he's the actual mayor of the town of Kiev. So whenever you see videos of that guy talking, that's him, Klitschko.
Yeah, he done a big thing at this fight. He done a big like something for Ukraine type of deal at this
Okay.
fight. They put him on the big screen, but yeah, this was more or less a sparring match almost. I mean, he was expected to win. He beat him in 6 rounds pretty
He knocked him
easily, but
out. Just insane.
yeah, knocked him out. Yeah, but actually, the other guy come back now today and said that he cheated. He pushed him down, and that his head hit the canvas, and that's when he got knocked out. So anything he can do to get another fight, but that ain't gonna happen. So
Mhm.
that's yeah, that's
Well, I don't know.
but
I mean, the ref
it
didn't
was
call
fun.
that if it really happened.
Ref didn't see it. He said the ref didn't do his job, but basically he was getting his whole head punched in anyway. So,
Yeah.
but the undercards was good, and hopefully somebody will come along. It's just the way that the politics are in boxing. The best fighters don't fight each other, so you don't see good fights. So
I guess
you
Oscar De La Hoya isn't around putting productions together anymore, huh?
well, yeah, and the
Because he used to
money
put the
team.
fights together.
Yeah, the money team. Well, Oscar De La Hoya is around, but he's just nobody wants to fight for him. There's a kid named Ricky Garcia that's real good.
Yeah.
Um, he's real good, and then there's another kid that's real good. They're all out in California, but they're not letting them fight their equivalent boxers. They're making them win 30 fights before they get the big fights. So
Now do you follow baseball at all?
yeah.
I'm trying to. You know what? I haven't watched any games lately. But is Mike Trout still playing, or is he not playing this season?
No, I don't think Mike Trout's still playing. He played for one of the Los Angeles teams, didn't he? The Dodgers.
Well, he's on the Angels.
He's on the Angels. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I haven't. I didn't think he was playing this season, but I don't know why he didn't retire. Did he? Or I just don't. I'm just not up to that exactly what
I'm
happened.
not. Yeah, I'm not up to every team either. So
If anybody knows, Justin, do you know what happened with Mike Trout? So I'm going to a game in July, so hopefully I get to see Otani at least play. You know,
yeah,
I'm sure I will. I got good seats for that game too. That's going to be a good one.
that's good. But
So,
yeah,
so looking at European Watch Company. Oh, if you got to go too, I know it's late where you're at.
no, that's okay. I'm
I
good.
could go a little longer if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
So
See if there's anything that's come in that's neat.
I have no clue why this watch is 220 grand. There must be a typo and there must be an extra digit in there.
Well, the blue one that I was offered is like half of that, and I think MSRP on it was like 79. So, and I liked it at watch. It was just bad timing for me, but um, I did. I looked at them and said that I would rather have the green one. So I probably
There's your
done.
Pepsi, 30 grand. I
Yeah,
mean, did that come down at all? They topped what, 36, 35? What do you think?
yeah, but the bigger ones like EWC and David SW and them guys are still trying to get that. But I mean,
Right.
they're
If it,
trading for about 25, 26.
okay, a few grand cheaper. They leave some
Yeah,
wiggle room. You know what I mean?
right, right. They got it right. The bigger guys can get that, but the smaller guys they don't get that.
Hey, that's not bad right here, is it?
What does that say?
9,900.
No, has it got everything?
No papers.
No papers. I mean, if you like it, it's a nice watch. Seems like it's about the price it should be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not bad for no papers.
Yeah,
You get it serviced by Rolex one day, it's got papers, you know?
right. Yeah, that's nice.
You know, condition is always the most important thing.
Yes, condition is the most important thing. I agree. And you can always get a go in and get a service and get the papers, get the other papers.
You know, yeah, and it really depends on which watch too. Like, for example, if you were looking for a Patek Calatrava like mine, a 5196, I mean, it'd be a dream to get that without papers, just so you can get a few $1,000 discount on it.
Right,
You know, that's a watch you definitely don't care if you have papers on it or not.
right.
I don't think. I'd rather have the discount, you know.
And if I'm gonna go on a Patek though, I'm gonna probably gonna buy from the AD so that I can,
Yeah.
see what else I can get from them.
Oh, here, look at this. That's the President 2, 41 millimeter.
That's gonna be expensive chocolate. How much is
Yeah.
that?
55.
Wow, that must have no papers.
That's what it says.
Yeah,
Rolex box,
but
2010.
that's still if you like them currently the chocolate, the new one. I mean, it's going for about 10 grand more than that. So that's a nice watch.
This one has a little bit of age on it though, 2010.
Yeah, yeah, it's got 12 years, but
But you
I
know,
I I've actually never worn one of them twos. Not in the Datejust or in the President. So I don't know how big they feel. Some people say they're a little bit bulky, but I don't mind
yeah,
bulky either.
right. Is that your jumbo right there?
Yeah, that's on hold, right?
Yeah, 120 grand. Wow.
Yep. They
Whoa.
really, they really have just went. They hit a wall. They hit a wall.
I mean, did they go higher than 120, or is that it?
They was around 130. I mean, some people was asking 150, 180 for ones that wasn't. If you go on, what's the other Chrono, you'll see them for higher, but they're not selling. They're just sitting there. See that Nick Faldo? That's a watch that I could have bought 2 years ago for like 10 grand.
It's a good looking dial. I like the
Yeah.
dial where it says Royal Oak
Mm-hmm.
on there. I like it.
Yep.
I like it a lot. And it's more legible than the other Royal Oaks with those bold numerals like that.
Yeah.
Like, look at your jumbo right there, and then look at this one. It's kind of cool.
Gives you the numbers. Yeah.
I mean, it's an AP, you know.
Right. And I think a 36 would wear like a 38. So
Right,
I think it'd wear pretty nice.
right, and it's limited edition,
Yeah.
but out of hand now. Yeah, 80 grand for a 5167.
Yeah. They've kind of hit a wall too. They was actually up in the hundreds pretty quick. They're back down now. The 37 millimeter Royal Oaks are coming up a little bit, it seems like.
37. So which is this? The 1.5. I'm trying to remember. This is the one that was discontinued and replaced with the 1.555.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
this is
people
one I was
start,
trying to get. This right?
yeah, people starting to buy them with the diamonds on the outside, even if, that before the diamonds wasn't too sought after, but people's looking like, why are we buying Rolex with diamonds and we're not buying AP with diamonds? So that's people starting to buy them up too. Thanks, Justin. Take it easy.
Later, man.
That's a pretty blue Patek right there.
Yeah, I do like that.
Blue
That's a
dial.
very showy watch, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a high dress occasion. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yep. Or maybe even just a blue T-shirt and shorts.
Man, yeah, but
It's
yeah,
flashy, huh?
that'd be cool. But it is really flashy. That strap and that dial just is really flashy.
It's nice. I like that. I've seen that with the other colored dials, and it looks like it's very busy. But that looks
Gorgeous.
nice.
That's gorgeous.
I don't think I've ever seen that before with that blue. I've seen it with I think like the cream or the off white.
Yeah, getting one of these at the AD.
Yeah, good luck.
One day maybe when
Yep. I mean,
There's
they've always got Calatravas in the case when you go there. It's just a matter if they got one that you like.
Yeah, I mean they've had stuff in there. These things cost a lot more, so they tend to have more inventory of the more higher complications. I mean, you can
Right,
go in there and get a world time right now.
right.
They're not going to be out of world timers. Oh, this is going to be
But
curious. You see that? Oh, that's a rare one. It says, um, Batman 24,000.
yeah, Batman's have really went high. They're the only ones that haven't really come down with the rest of them. I think the Kermit's probably one of the best buys right now, secondhand. They're like 20, 21.
Uh huh.
Um, I think those are good if you're looking for, sports watch and something that's going to be flashy. I think that's a good one. How much they want for the yellow gold black tile Sky Dweller?
This one? Oh, this one. Um,
Yeah, on hold. Well, there you
56.
go.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
probably sold it for 53, huh?
yeah, something like that.
2021.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on that? That has like the price gone up, down? Where do you think it's going on this one?
It's dipped a little bit. I can't help but think that they're going to come back just because I think it's so much watch for the. They're below day dates. They're below Daytonas, and you get a lot more watch.
Below date dates, below Daytonas, and you get a lot more watch, right? A lot more precious metal and more
A lot more
complication.
precious metal, more complication. I just can't help but think they're the next big watch coming.
Remember the blue steel one was so hot?
Yep.
I don't ever see that anywhere for sale.
Because I think people keep started hanging on to them because now they're at like 36, especially if you got the Jubilee. The Jubilee's real hot on the steel Sky Dwellers.
Here's some incoming ones. These are ones that they don't have priced yet.
They really don't have the best. You know what I
I
mean?
like
They're
this.
not
I
really
like
getting the
this.
best. Yeah. Yeah, they've stayed kind of, what is that, 48, 46?
They don't have it priced yet,
They went down to like 40. I seen one at 41.
but I kind of like this watch. I like the blue. You
But
had this.
I just don't see, yeah, I just don't see having a, I traded that for my Platinum with my AD.
Yeah.
I just don't see having that and the Batman. It's very similar look.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to wear blue and black and you got that in the Batman, you're always going to choose that over the Batman, you know? So,
Right. I'm with you.
so one of them becomes superfluous. That's what I'm trying to do is just kind of keep it mixed up, you know, where there's some different colors in there and stuff. And I got that Tudor recently and I've been wearing that pretty much nonstop. That's a great everyday watch.
This is one of the cheaper Patek right here. I wonder what they're going to
Gondola.
say.
Is that one of the older gondolas or is
Yeah.
that the newer one?
I don't think it's discontinued. It might be now. It might be recently discontinued, but it's one of the non-hot watches. I
Mm-hmm.
would go for this. I would, I'm curious to see what it'd go for. But
Yeah, I like them. I like the gondolas.
it's different.
Better looking than a Richard Mill.
Look at this is what they call the coffin case.
Yeah,
Literally looks like a coffin.
pretty neat.
Manual wind.
Yep, I like it.
It's you know what it is? It's a very affordable Patek. I mean, this used to probably be like I want to say 18 grand.
Right.
So let's see what they pop it up for. I'm curious how much above or below 18 grand is it going to be? There's the Wimbledon.
Yep.
Do you still have
Wimbledon's
that?
yeah, yeah, and the steel has kind of went down. The rose gold and the two tone and the yellow gold and the rose gold have went high, but the steel has kind of went lower.
I mean,
I'm
it
telling
doesn't.
you,
Mhm.
two tones making a comeback.
Yeah, that's interesting. This doesn't exactly do it for me. I don't know. Maybe I haven't really. I don't.
I like that one with the Jubilee band is what I got. So I don't like the Oyster band. I
Oh,
think you either
okay.
go,
That might change it
I
up.
think it does. It changes it totally. But it's just something that I thought they was going to get rid of it, but they've still got it. You know, especially with all their new dials, I thought they would have got rid of it, but they got two gray. They got two gray APs.
Yeah.
47, 45. Is that what they are?
Yeah.
Huh.
47. There's a Panda. They chronograph for 80, full white for 52.
Yeah, they've all took a hit. They've all took about a $20,000 hit.
That one's kind of interesting.
That Panda would have been 100 back 2 weeks ago. Yeah, the Illini. That is interesting.
Oh, I like this black one
Yeah.
on the strap. That looks nice, huh?
Yeah, I mean, right now, if you like strap watches, those are really good priced because anything else with a bracelet's over 100. It's
Dang.
gold.
Oh,
But
there's
it's
the
funny
new.
because, like, yes, the new one is
What's funny?
the white one below it, the gold one there,
Yeah.
DAP with the strap. You could
Whoa.
have bought them a couple of years ago for 18, 17.
Yeah.
I think that's a new one, a new chronograph all the way over to the left too.
Frosted.
Oh, it's frosted.
All
Okay.
frosted. That's kind of cool. Have you looked at? Have they ever shown you one of the
Yeah,
frosted
that's.
ones in person? You seen one or
I've
no?
never seen. No, no, I haven't seen one up close. No, I like the gray one, the rhodium one. Just from the, I don't like the black one, but I'd have to see. That's a watch I'd have to see in person before I agreed to it.
Look at that.
They said if you're outside in the sun, it literally looks like you're wearing a nice out watch, which I don't think I'd like that either.
So this is white
But I
gold.
like the gray dial much better. Oh, that is a new one. That's the 50th anniversary. That's the anniversary. That's 50th anniversary.
Oh man, this looks nice, huh?
That's what I would like to get is on the back of the new ones for 1 year. They're going to say 50-year anniversary, and I would just like to get any of them that have the open case back with the 50-year anniversary on it.
Where does it say that?
But yeah, I wouldn't turn that.
Does it say
Oh, let
50?
me see. Maybe that's not. Let me get it closer here.
I don't think on this
Oh,
one.
that's not. That must be a 21. Okay. Yeah. So where it says AP on the newer ones.
God, they want 220 grand for that one.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah. Any type of out of the ordinary AP now is 200.
Oh, that's hammered. That's hammered white gold. That's how they did that, huh?
That's how they call it. It's hammered like a little machine, almost like a something that gives you a tattoo.
Wow. You're right though. It is the new one. Wow, that much? It's insane.
That is.
For
And watch
non-
Eric did a video. Watch Eric did a video on it, and he said it's not for him. Yeah,
Code
they've
11.
even made the code 11s are now back up to MSRP. So AP has really done well.
Yeah, man. I bet
That's a
you these.
37. That's
Yeah,
37 millimeter.
man. I bet you when there's the next evolution of watch hype, I bet you this watch will be $100,000.
Oh yeah, easy.
You know what I mean?
If if
The next
if
wave.
the if this if the markets don't completely crash, that'll be that at the end of the year. And then see this one with the diamonds right here? It's
Yeah.
already 100 grand almost,
No, it
and
says
that's
49,
37.
49, 50.
Oh, is it 49?
Yeah.
See, I think those are a good buy right now. I think those are going to skyrocket.
Oh, interesting. So what is this?
It's 37 mil.
Yeah.
It's got the diamonds around it, so that's going to wear like a 39, and it's got diamonds around it.
So, and how much is those steel one going for without the diamonds? It's going for like,
It's going for like 40 something. It's going for more money.
yeah, it is going for more money, isn't it? Let me roll up.
Yeah.
The new one's 73, but the older one is right here,
It's 37
47.
right there, yes.
Yeah, so 47,000. Is that what they're asking? Yeah, 47.
And
But the one with the
yeah.
diamonds is 47.
And so how much is the one with the
I think it's also 50.
So for $3,000, you get the diamond set made by AP.
Right.
I mean, why would you buy? Why would you not?
I don't know if this makes it a ladies' watch. Does it look more like a ladies' watch or not when you with the
Well,
diamonds? What's your
I
opinion
think
on
people were saying that, but I'd rock it. I wear the day date with the diamond dial.
that? Yeah.
Does that one have the 50th anniversary on the back of it?
Let me see. I don't think so. It doesn't. I think it would say it in the description.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
No.
I still think that's a good buy right there. Herman said there's an LU Chopard Skull One Rose Gold.
Man, here this is. Look at that. The 15400. Man, that was the one to get. The 41 millimeters. Damn.
Yep.
Those were the ones to get.
But you couldn't get them. That was the one last year. I never did get offered it.
Yeah, they were 28 grand in the secondary market, right?
Yep.
28.
You know where it was? You know where we both messed up? Remember when we got that call from Victor?
Yeah, yeah, that
What a
beautiful
mess that
monograph.
was.
That
Uh,
beautiful monograph, huh?
yeah, he offered both of us that. That was stupid. I like that one right there with the salmon, but
For
that's
sure.
that's skyrocketed now. I think it's 39 or 38 mil.
That's amazing. That color dial sets it
That's
off.
old. In other words, that's an older one. That's an older model. It's got the closed case back, and it's
Man,
still
2008.
two 200,000.
Wow. Because the salmon
I thought
dial is hot, right?
yeah, because of the salmon. And I thought Tiffany was the way to go.
Right.
Because that's steel, right? That's not even white gold. Or yeah, it is white gold. Right?
Do does Tiffany touch Audemars?
Yes, there is. There's a 37 millimeter Audemars, just like we just looked at with the diamonds. And it's got a more Tiffany blue to it than that is white gold on white gold. So yes, there's a 37 mil that's got that lighter blue Tiffany, and I don't think you're going to see it anywhere.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing Tiffany dial APs, so that's what I was asking.
Yeah. No, there is. It's one of the new ones. And they didn't make a big deal out of it. They just put it into the 37 millimeter. And they're just going to let it explode on its own.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the next couple of months as we get into summer, if things are going to keep going down or if they're going to go up or what.
Yeah. Look how long look how long that second sweep band is. Look at that. Looks unusually long, doesn't it?
As long as
Wow, that's a watch. 3 crowns. The hell?
that's what is that? That's 200 and some too, right?
Yeah, that's a brass movement 2003 watch. Special collectors. They got some unusual FP Jordans in here.
Well, did you notice that? I mean, once FB Jordan blew up, it looked to me like a lot of collectors sold a few of them.
Man, look at this. Why does this say red gold rare? This is the watch they had there at the boutique that I was offered, and I sent you a picture of. Remember?
Oh my God, yeah.
Why would that be? They don't make the red gold no more, or what?
So that's
Huh?
the one that.
That's the one I have in my video that
So
I
that's the
tried on.
one that's the one you're getting, and you're getting the white gold, right? Yeah, that's it.
I'm getting the platinum. Yeah.
I think
Remember I
actually
tried.
with the one that yeah, the one that you showed me, I think actually had the brown dial.
Oh, and yeah, you're right. It had the Havana dial. You're
Yep,
right.
and the Van dial. Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Okay, good call. Good call.
But still, I mean, that was a bad pass up.
Wow, these watches just look amazing. Man, these are just crazy on the price. These are like beyond Millet prices, man. Man, I bet you know what? This is probably a really good deal right here, bud. 105 grand for this watch, the boutique version.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
an
the
FP
black
Journe,
dial.
yeah, an FP Journe at under 100 grand is they're hard to see nowadays. They're all pushing 200 grand plus on all these things, you know? Man, look at that, 109.
Yep.
I mean, imagine when as production gets more and more limited as time goes on with these FP Journes. Man, these things just went through the roof. I'm just kind of blown away by how much some of these are. 500, they're all 500 grand. Fuck.
All of them went to the roof. It's amazing.
Yeah. But, I think someone who wants to get into Journe, like something like that, boutique
If you
watch.
want to start at the top, especially like that boutique watch, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like a watch like this will probably, as time goes on, go up in value because it's more limited production. I wonder if they even make it anymore. I don't know. Curious to know. It's a
I
nice
doubt it.
looker. That's a nice looking guy, though. Look.
Yeah, I like to have that rose gold and black sit together.
With the date like that, it's kind of nice.
And that's the one you ordered, right? That was 40 grand.
Well, now remember, I don't have the date. No,
Right.
mine's more like this one.
The date wasn't much different though, was it?
And then so mine's just like this, but it's got the Havana dial, just like that.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Man, I gotta tell you that there's white dial, blue dial, this dial, that dial. I have a feeling I don't know what the full production number is on those Havanas, but they can't be any more than the whites, for example. You know,
Right.
um,
Right.
I would imagine that at some point that Havana dial would be something special. I don't know. You
I
know,
think it will too. Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to make browns forever. In other words, eventually grays and blues will come back. Grayish blues will come back into popularity and greens and all that stuff. So they're not going to make that stuff forever. These
yeah,
yellows definitely won't come back into.
no, I know, huh?
Maybe that's why people are getting smart and
Good God, look at this one.
unloading them now. But
This one's sold. This is like a one of one, I think. Look at that.
yeah, that one's nice. I like that.
Wow. It's got the zodiac and everything on here.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I mean, imagine the. I mean, it works. So imagine That's
being
an
able to use
intricate.
that.
That's a hell of a complication, man, to put that together. What a masterful.
Masterpiece.
Mhm. Wow, interesting. I don't know. This might have been $1 million watch. They don't have the price up here, but I'm pretty sure it probably was.
Yep. God knows what that is.
Without a doubt, huh? Million
Mm-hmm.
dollar watch.
At least 600,000-700,000.
Right, for sure. Double sided dial.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at that movement from this angle. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's one of them watches you can flip up and wear it the other way.
Man, too bad you can't, though. Look at the lugs.
Yeah,
But I'd rather have it this way than the other way. I mean, right?
for
Man,
sure. Yeah.
man, they should have a way. They should just make the lugs like flat lugs so you could flip it either way,
Yep.
Just, yeah.
Do what you want with it.
I'd give up that. I'd give up. I'd give in to have a lesser look on the lugs to have it more functional that way.
Right.
I would, yeah. I'm sure they could do something.
Yeah, we can definitely do something for you.
Or what do you think, Bud? It's probably late where you're at. What do you want to call it a night?
Yeah. Yeah, let's cut it. Yeah, we'll cut it off. Do it again sometime soon.
Yeah, yeah. It was nice chatting with you about watches again. It's been a while. I'm glad you hit me
Been
up.
a little while. I'll be
Thank you.
around all week. Let me know. So we'll get back together.
All right. All right. We'll do it.
Alrighty.
Okay. All
Thanks,
right, guys.
guys.
Everybody, take it easy. We'll see you guys.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Thanks for coming
All
on,
right.
Bud. We'll see you
Bye bye.
later.
Yep. Talk to you soon.
Peace. Thank you. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Have a good rest of your night.